Idatake. Idatabayo. This is my ninja way. To drink my cup of coffee in the morning. It's 11 o'clock. It's 11 o'clock and I just woke up. Hi everybody. Today is the day of Anime NYC, the big anime convention in New York City. It's Friday. It's the first day of the convention. It's the only day that I personally am going. This convention I'm excited enough about that I started watching One Piece. I want to drink this, but it's too hot. This is the first convention that I'm going to by myself. And I feel weird about it because I'm a socially awkward person. I'm going to try to live my best life, you know, be a solo king, you know, be able to enjoy my anime and body pillows by myself, you know? Because it's just me and my brain doesn't function, I decided to make a checklist of all the things that I want to make sure that I get done. And I've decided to try to spend under $200 and get everything that I want on my list. The first thing that I want to try to get is an Ava. Something from Ava. I want to get one thing at least from Artist Alley because you gotta support your artists. You gotta support your local individual artists. I want to get something from Chainsaw Man. I want to get something from Soul Eater because that was my first anime ever. And I want to either get something from Faku, because I got something Faku last year, or a cringe body pillow. If I can find a cringe body pillow, I want that. And then I also want to hit up at least these 3 panels. I got a reservation for 2 of them. The last one, I'm just gonna go. So last time I was at Anime NYC, I watched the film Belle. And this time they have the voice actress singing the songs live at, I think 8 or 9, something I need to figure out when I get to the convention. I'm also going to the Reincarnated as a Sword, and then I'm going to a premiere panel. And those are the things that I gotta get done. And because I'm by myself, I'm taking you guys with me, and we'll see what the convention's like. I do need to get changed though, because this is nice, but I gotta wear something anime related. So, reverse the transition. All right, cool. We're going Demon Slayer style. Not Tanjiro, because I don't feel like wearing the robe because I have to wear a backpack. So I'm just going straight up Demon Slayer. This is what I was struggling with if I left any of that in. Also, because I'm not fully going like Tanjiro, I've decided I'm just going to wear the Polnareff earrings because I think they're cool. We're going to do a little anime mix and match to be the Demon Slayer I want to be in the world, you know? And that's just Polnareff. I found my Polnareff earrings, so we're set. This is also Friday the 18th, so this is the day that the new Pokemon games are released. So, mad unfortunate, but I have the Pokemon game shipping to my house, so that means as soon as I get back here at like midnight, I'm immediately going to play Pokemon. I guess it's time for me to get to the convention, or at least start heading over there for the COVID procedures and getting in the door and seeing what happens. Okay, so I've made it to the city. Don't really know how to get to the convention, but my goal is to get coffee beforehand because it's very cold and I just got confirmation that I'm going in the wrong direction. I think I'm scaring the old white men. Third Starbucks. This is difficult. I haven't even gotten near the convention yet. And my social anxiety is ding, 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 ding. Every ounce of my flesh, ooh, that's bright, is telling me to turn back and run away, go home. But no, I'm determined. I can do this on my own. I can overcome this anxiety thing. This is like exposure therapy for the socially inept. I'm working to develop that mindset that as I get to the con and even at the con, if somebody laughs, they're laughing with me. I put on the cosplay. I'm part of the joke. I see an Akatsuki up ahead, so I made it. It means I'm going in the right direction. I'm almost there. At least I feel more comfortable around the anime people, so maybe I'll talk to someone. Here. There's the convention center. This whole section is COVID testing. And okay. Well, took me let me see, 45 minutes to get this far. Still not in. And I think my first thing is at 2. Yikes. I made it to the main entrance. It's really loud. My hair looks awful. But here we are. There it is. Finally. Red cold. So, this is cool. Finally have a little space, and they got cool lanyards just in a bucket. I don't know why they were in a bucket, but cool lanyard. There's a lot of Genshin, and a line equally as long as getting in here at Starbucks. Whoa, little cafe thing. I'm so lost. As you can see, I went to the area with the least amount of people. So I think we're starting off with an L because I cannot find the first panel room. Last year they had a little table right there that you could put, like, you could get a little pamphlet that told you where everything is. This year is chaos for me, but let's try to knock some of the things off the list. Oh boy. Jojo no Kimi no Hobo. So there's a specific artist that I want to find that I saw last year and a time before that at a different convention. So let's see if I can find them. There's so much good art. But I've given up. So in turn, I'm going to look for something, maybe Steven Universe. That'd be kind of sick, not gonna lie. I saw a sexy Waluigi, and that could count for something. All right, goal number 1 complete. I picked up something at Artist Alley. I'll show it at the end of the video just because I would like to show it in detail. I see sexy Waluigi. I want it. Okay, I bought a second thing in the Artist Alley. Now I gotta find some figures, try to knock everything else off. Oh, I think my goal now is to find something from Ava. Jojo. Hold on, there's Jojo. More important things. Only 30 bucks? Okay, we're going Jojo.
I'm trying to also see if I see like a random one.
Oh no. Ava.
We're on that same grade
There's a manga section. There's a BL section over there. Oh my god. I forgot that the creator of Attack on Titan was here. Oh my gosh. Okay. Overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed. But I've already got a couple things off the list, so that's pretty sick. Still need something that I can actually afford from Ava. They've got the Demon Slayer swords. That's pretty sick. Here we go. The Gundam Expo. Now, oh my god, that Luffy. What is happening? There's too much for my poor little brain to focus on. Yo, Sasuke! Sasuke! What is this? Naruto Uzumaki. Boku wa doctor. Whoa. That's cool. Oh my god, yes. Alright, now that I'm 20 episodes into One Piece, I can respect this. Luffy!
Leader card is the heart of your strategy.
Bro, let's go. Cool.
So we got 3 different songs. Take a second and punch out.
We standing in one spot, shot, bro.
You can do a Iron Mouse meet and greet. Alright, I'm getting tired. Almost ready to cut my losses. But still no Soul Eater. I don't know how I'm doing on money, but it's not good. But I'm still lacking a Soul Eater. Oh my gosh. And a Among Us. Well, it's getting into the last couple hours of the convention, and there's still sections that I hadn't been to before. So, that's pretty sick. But as a whole, yeah, I think I'm about done. I'm gonna try to hit up at least one panel. Uh-oh. Alright. Alright. Hi. Welcome back. So I went to the convention. I am home now. I bought some figures. I wanted to show you what I got from the convention, and also I guess give you an overall review. I had a couple of issues with how the convention went as a whole. For the most part, I think that I was really proud of being able to go by myself and to do that and have that experience and still talk to some people. But there were a few things that the convention did that I didn't like. One of the main things was the COVID testing or check at the beginning, because they didn't really do testing. They made you go get tested somewhere else or just prove your vaccination, which was a weird thing. The way that they did it was weird. And two was the general entrance for fans was horrible. Last year I went to the convention and I had a press pass, so I skipped the entire check process. But I heard from some people that they skipped COVID and nobody checked. So if it's a requirement to do the check, they should at least enforce the requirement. I mean, they're foundationally going against the things that they're making some guests do and not making other guests do it. That's kind of messed up, and I think put a damper on the whole experience. And then they didn't have people directing how to get into the convention center. So I said at the beginning of the video, it took me 45 minutes to get into the convention center after getting through the health check. I think that's awful. That's horrible, because it was after 1 when the convention center was open, and they had nobody directing how the line worked. So we were all cluttered and crammed in this area where people were cutting, people that didn't go to the check were just going through because there was no one monitoring. There was no path. It was just, they clumped everybody in this mosh pit format and then said, get to the convention. They didn't really check the passes. So if you wanted to, you could have flashed anything. You could have taken like a piece of cardboard like this and been like, and I think that they would have just let you in the convention. It was horrible. It made me feel like I wasted $92.23 buying a pass when I could have just walked past everything and walked in the front door, and it probably would have made no difference. Or used my pass from last year, because they did not really check. And the way that the COVID check area went, there were just 4, what I'm guessing are volunteers, yelling at everybody and then kind of checking. They didn't really check. They you flashed like a vaccine or something and they threw a wristband at you, and they were kind of rude to the guests. They were like, yo, come here, get over here. And it wasn't well informed. It wasn't clear the directions of where to go or what to do. They just started yelling at people, and I think that it set off a lot of people from the beginning and made the experience worse than it could have been. And there was this guy that stood up on a bench. I wish I had filmed him. He stood up on a bench, then got onto the back of the bench, grabbed the tree, got above everybody else. He had a full cosplay. I don't know the character because I'm only 44 episodes in. Had the big white mustache and just raised a sword and started yelling, "The One Piece is real!" And that made everyone laugh. Everyone, tensions were high trying to get in. That made everyone laugh, and it was really cool to see. Overall, the convention as a whole was great, but that's something that wasn't fixed last year. They know it's a problem, and the convention just doesn't care to fix it. That's a problem with Anime NYC. That being said, who cares? It's time to get to the review of what I got and if I accomplished my notepad goal. So, first thing on my notepad, get something from Ava, right here. I got something from Ava. Hopefully I'll show this to you in more detail. But it's a little Rei figure. Got a little Rei Ayanami. So checked off on that one. Now let's go through the other things that I got at the convention, because I think they're pretty cool. So Crunchyroll had a booth, and they gave away these headpieces. These weird, they're like hats. They look kind of dumb. I'm just gonna hang it on my wall, but you can put it on and wear it as a little Denji hat. It's kind of cool, kind of cringe, but it was free, and it will make something cool to put on a wall. So I like it. They also had one, little Anya, little Spy Family one. It's got 2 faces on it. It's also kind of dumb to wear, but it's cool on a wall. So I haven't watched Spy Family yet. I don't really know anything about it, but I got it, so that's pretty cool. I bought the Rei Ayanami figure from Book Off, and they gave me a little tote. Their booth was kind of bad because a lot of what they had was overpriced, and I like the store Book Off. Every once in a while you can get a decent deal. For example, this Rei Ayanami figure was $15, and it's really small and pre-owned. I think that's way overselling. They were trying to sell one figure. It was a JoJo figure like this one. This one I got for $25. They were trying to sell one for $80, and it was not worth $80. So I think Book Off as a company rips people off because it's practically goodwill. You give them stuff and you can buy stuff pre-owned, but they overcharge, and they're very unapologetic about overcharging for people. So I don't support Book Off. I've shopped there because sometimes they have stuff that nowhere else has, only because they're things that have been donated. But as a company, they're pretty bad. They upcharge, they're unapologetic, and they're not very nice. Their booth wasn't very nice. Don't recommend. Jorin! I got a Faku bag. So I was successful in that. I got something from Faku. It was supposed to be $15. They charged me $27. Oddly, one of the nicest booths was one for Japanese tourism, and they gave me this map, top 88 anime spots in Japan. And if you unfold it, it shows you the One Piece. I think that's really cool. That's going up on my wall, and eventually when I take a Japan trip, I'll probably actually hit up some of these places. Here's the 2 lanyards that they gave me at the start, and by gave me, I mentioned it earlier on in the video that there were just lanyards in a box. It was a giant cardboard box that was just filled with lanyards. It was everybody running around it. They were not handed out. They were not on a table. They were thrown in a box, and then everyone was digging, fighting each other to pick up lanyards. Another thing that the convention did horribly. I'm telling you, they did not respect their guests as much as they should have, especially for how much the ticket prices are. But here's one for Fate Grand Order. I'll show that in more detail in a second. And then there's one with the little Crunchyroll Hime, which is cute. This one I'm gonna use. Next is also from the Crunchyroll booth. It's a little sugar apple fairy tale poster. Got a little bent. It's on very flimsy paper, but it's cute. So I got this one piece print that I think is very cute. It was $15. And I picked up this Chainsaw Man print that I think is really cute. So overall, my checklist was get something from Ava. Check. Go get something from Artist Alley. Check. Get something Chainsaw Man. Check. Get something from Soul Eater. The only stuff that was from Soul Eater was there's one flag that they were charging like $80 for. No. And then there was very few things in Artist Alley. There were more cosplayers doing Soul Eater than anything else. And there was one of the scummy blind boxes for Soul Eater, but I wasn't going to spend $60 on that. So I failed that Soul Eater one. Did not do that. The Reincarnated as a Sword panel, I missed that. There was no direction on where to go, and I tried to ask a person at the convention who worked there, and they couldn't tell me where it was, so I missed that one completely. The premiere one, I missed that one too. That one was by choice. I got tired. The Bell one I didn't go to because it was at the same time as the premiere one, so I had to choose which one I wanted to go to, and at that point I was like, you know what? I'm tired. I'm socially exhausted. My bar, gone. So I decided not to. Find Something Among Us. I found Something Among Us, but I wasn't going to pay $30 for a $5 Among Us plush. So by technicality, I did find Something Among Us. So I'm counting that. And then get something Faku or Cringe Body Pillow. I did get the Faku bag. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 8 things. No, 5 out of 9. A 5 out of 9. Which is technically above half. By 0.5, but it's above half. And I got this cool Hatsune Miku. And JoJo. So, barely I passed the halfway mark, and I think that counts as a win. Plus, I didn't cry. I didn't break down. I didn't lose myself when dealing with a social situation. I couldn't make a video interviewing people. I did ask a couple cosplayers for pictures or videos, but I couldn't start interviewing people. I tried with the one guy and the audio went out. I took it as a sign. I said, nope, we're good. I don't want to do this. I also got this Crunchyroll wristband. I don't know why that didn't show up. I dropped it on the ground. I think that overall the convention was a dub for me. I think that it was worth my time. I think it was worth going. I'm glad that I went. But I did get something else. I got my copy of Pokemon Scarlet, so look forward to seeing some Pokemon gameplay on the channel, because I'm going to play it. And if you're wondering about this stack of cardboard I have beside me, that's for the next video. So stay tuned. Make sure that you hit that subscribe. Make sure that you hit that likey. Make sure that you comment, even if it's a stupid comment. What was your favorite thing that I got? What was your favorite part of the video? Have you ever been to a convention? Answer all of these questions. Tell me your social security. Tell me what your credit card number is, and DM me that information with that pesky little code on the back of your credit card so I can help you manage your finances. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, 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 Johnny.